If you get mad about a girl being able to outshoot you, then you probably shouldn't message me. Also, going through a divorce.
Warning. You're about to embark on an adventure of epic proportions. Buckle up, bucko. You're now tuned in to The Epic Show. With your hosts, Gabe and Dave. Coming to you live from the Epic Center.
No stew alert.
I think I'm missing the old intro, or the
new AI intro.
I love the AI intro.
I'll have to I want to make another one with like a bunch of, just type in the AI voice thing and just do like anime characters being like, you're watching, it's like Naruto, and he's like, believe it, you're watching the best podcast.
The most epic podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't get a good voice of him. It sounded terrible.
I feel like you guys need to go watch Blue Lock. It's become my new obsession.
Yeah. It's I don't really watch sports animes, but it's definitely the best.
Think it's a soccer anime.
Yeah, it's just
a
cool
soccer anime, but every time I say that to somebody, like, oh, like what?
I don't even watch soccer, but it's good.
Anyone who doesn't like soccer anyway. I mean,
it's the biggest sport.
I'm sorry to tell you guys, but you guys are on the extreme minority of the world because it's, dude, did you see that stat? The top 10 most liked Instagram pictures are all soccer
it's
related.
Like Messi. And,
it's also, all 10.
Yeah.
And then the world's famous egg, but that was American.
Right under it.
Gross.
Well, guys, at least gonna know what you think of the new stew. We got I'll put a wide picture of it, but we got more space. We got chairs.
We're not
table.
confined by the desks anymore.
Trapped in this desk, Walmart desk anymore.
And for everybody all my haters who were preying on me and telling me that I lived in my mom's basement, give them a slow clap.
You were right.
You're right. You guys won.
Your comments are valid.
You won, because now I do. I do live in my mom's basement, and I'm proud about it. So
it's my basement.
It's my basement.
She's living in my house, if anything, just attached.
I'm the base. I'm the base.
It's the
of
base.
The whole house.
It'd crumble without the base.
Thank you.
That's where you're like on a date or something, and you're like, well, like, where do you live? Like, She's like, oh, well,
I'm the base of the household.
She's like, what do you mean? Well, there's people above me, but like, I'm like the base that holds it all together. So you like provide for the house and stuff? Well, I live where like things are provided.
They're like, do you live in a sober living home?
So anyway, what are you doing?
It's like every time you have to explain like where you live, you're like, have you ever heard the saying, don't build your house on a bed of sand?
Yeah, just like using,
I am the rock, that the house is built upon.
Everyone knows that the grass is always greener if the beggar is choosing. And that's what I always say.
Very true.
We were talking, were you supposed to have a job interview this week? And we were talking about how, like, if you're talking, like, using the same scenario of last week of being like, yeah, like, I'm manic and I have a bipolar disorder.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, don't you think that would affect your performance if you're, switching moods?
Yeah, that's basically exactly how the interview went.
And then you're like, well, there's always another edge to the sword or whatever.
Oh yeah, there's always an edge to every
worst
sword.
Thing to say when
there's always a double edge to every sword.
And he's like, and you said, I can't argue with that, but I can't ask you to leave. But I mean, you're like, I do things really, really good or really, really bad.
Or really, really, yeah. No, there is no in between with me. It's either I slice the head off, or I get my head sliced off.
And it's like, would you rather?
But would you rather have the mediocre guy,
the guy who does everything mediocre? What's a couple lawsuits?
What's a couple L's whenever?
If one day I do really good.
Yeah.
So when do I start?
CEO, right? I'm the CEO. This
your
is
job.
this is
This
the
for your job.
this is the this is the application for the CEO in the interview, right? I'm like,
This is
this is
it's
the
like
CEO.
puncturing his like desk. Like, is this where I work?
Whittling a fire into it.
It's like denting the table somehow with your.
Can you leave my office?
Isn't this where I'll be? Well, speaking of haters, though, we have a reoccurring.
I don't want to give him.
We're not gonna
I
say
don't want to
they're-
give him anything. There's just a hater on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, so
And he uses the same dialect.
it's
for
clearly the same
everything.
guy.
It's clearly the same
He's
guy. and
one-starring our
making
podcast.
multiple things. If our listeners on Apple Podcasts could just go over and
Please,
fix the damage that he's single-handedly doing.
we just need a couple 5 stars if you're.
I don't know
willing.
how to scrub reviews yet, but
Yeah, I
whenever I do find out how to scrub reviews,
That guy.
then he's getting scrubbed.
He's gonna like be plastered on this wall for eternity, like just like
Dude,
like Han Solo.
if
like
you're going
cement.
around
He
giving-
could just be in there as our
If
decoration.
you're giving us 1 stars, bro, I'm sure everyone in your life would give you a 1-star
You're a
review.
1-star guy.
You're a 1-star guy.
If I could 1-star you, like Black Mirror, you
We're a mirror.
literally-
We're a mirror, and if you look at us and you don't like us, what does that say about you?
clearly there's something that we have that you don't want to see.
That you don't want.
Just in yourself. Something like that. Okay, well, we're gonna kick it off.
What's
Get
little
right-
would you rather?
A couple would yous.
21.
So
Would you lather? the new body wash.
the new
segment.
soap segment. Would you lather?
Would you lather? It's actually pretty good.
Dr. Squash or
It's actually
Dove.
pretty good.
yeah, soap segment. Send you soap sponsors.
Sandy soaps.
But I have one for you, man.
Okay.
Involving the body. Because so would you rather have
Benny would know about bodies.
it's you.
I've got the most of one.
You got the
so
most of a body.
lay it on me.
So would you rather have no balance whatsoever? Like anytime you try to stand, it's a struggle. Just standing.
Okay.
You basically, you can walk, but it's just like you're fighting for your life.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And you can't go on an escalator, nothing like that.
Okay.
Or have no sense of touch.
Oh.
So you can't feel. I guess it's a
You're just
double-edged
numb.
sword.
You're just numb.
Yeah, so you can't feel pleasure or pain.
Well, if I didn't have
Well, you can
any,
feel pain, but
if I didn't have any sense of touch, wouldn't
probably fall over.
wouldn't
still.
that mean I wouldn't be able to feel how level the ground was beneath my feet?
you
And
wouldn't know
I'm
you're just
basically
stepping on
guessing.
rocks.
Yeah.
But if you're, you just like
Give
anytime
me-
you walk.
well,
Whoa,
Okay,
whoa.
okay. Well, yeah. Then just strap me in a wheelchair and I'm good.
Yeah, so you. You could like stand. You just be,
Yeah,
you
but
could
you'd
have a
just be
cane.
off
You
level.
could have a cane and stuff.
But no, I'm not doing that. Just put me in a wheelchair
Yeah,
and I win. I can feel
but you
everything.
can't walk.
I can walk bad, but a lot of people walk bad anyway.
But
A
you
lot
could
of people
still
can't
like
walk,
you could walk perfectly fine, taste, smell,
but you can't touch. So
Yeah.
what's the point of? Most pleasures in life is touching. Sexual ones.
What about the? That's really just you're just talking about.
Yeah, just can't have sex.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
But you
What are you picking? It sounds like are you
I
picking
probably
no touch?
no balance.
Okay.
I'll just cane it out and just
I have a can upstairs and it has a duck head on it.
bet.
It's actually a dead man's.
dead man's duck.
It's a dead man's duck cane, and I used it for prom. It was a gift.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, a man died using it.
It didn't defend him.
Fell over and died.
Oh, so it's
But he had the cane.
not a good cane.
It was like the last thing he touched.
So
that's the
really, you
ground.
could die if you pick the balance and you decide to walk.
Yep.
So it's really risky. If you get out of that
Let's
damn
go.
wheelchair, if you're like, fuck this wheelchair, I'm caning it, and then you die.
Because you used a cursed cane.
Yeah.
All right.
This
Well-
like the ghost of the duck like kicks it. That's how
The last thing you hear is
fall.
quack.
So you fall and you're like, whoa.
And then you wake up, and you're like, holy shit, why am I in a commercial? And then you're like, oh my God, I'm the Aflac duck. That's how
Yeah.
it chooses
Oh my
its next
God.
victims.
And you're like inside the TV, like the Willy Wonka where
Yeah.
they're inside the TV, and it's like, oh my God,
I'm inside the TV. Whatever.
50% off. But what's your rather? What's your lather?
We're about to get to some relational things here. So, would you rather be stuck with a partner for eternity that can cook perfectly, do house duties perfectly, and you come home to a spotless house every day,
Just 50s
and a freshly
wife?
cooked meal? Yeah, I mean, the prototype.
Yeah, just like the
blueprint,
stereotypical.
the blueprint that got crumbled up and thrown away. But your sex life it's bad. Like, she doesn't.
Yeah.
You can't do anything. Like, it's like really bad.
What's the?
There's no enjoyment. Like, even if you would not be able to find pleasure in it.
Yeah.
No matter how hard you tried.
Literally, no matter how hard I try.
Or date or be eternally stuck with a partner that your sex life is peak. It's literally the most fruitful of endeavors
So
every
many
time you go.
seeds.
But she doesn't do any housework. She doesn't know how to cook.
Is this assuming that they're both like decent people?
These are both decent people.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't really care
about as
about.
decent as it gets, but
I'm picking the fruitfulness of the seeds.
the what?
Good sex life and no cooking and
What?
I don't care about.
You're choosing that?
Yeah.
No.
I don't care, but I don't really care that much about like them being able to cook and clean. Like, I'll just live in squalor and have good
bro.
sex.
I'm choosing. No, I'm not going to choose to live in squalor again. I've already lived in squalor before.
I can clean. I can learn how to. I can cook some things. I'm not bad at cooking. I can just do that stuff.
I'm picking the cooking and the cleaning.
What are you gonna just like jerk
Jerk
off,
off.
Reverend? But she wants to like. She's like, why are you doing that?
Well, tell her.
I feel like that's like gonna crumble. But I guess if it is for eternity, that's just something you have to deal with.
Okay, well, at least I'll be crumbling in a Cloroxed home, in a spotless
With good
in a
food.
spotless home. And
I guess you have the food for pleasure instead.
I'm filled constantly. I walk. There's not a speck of dust in my home. Everything's perfect, dude.
Dude, I'm just gonna be
I'm
the
be
maid.
like, all right, well, I'm about to go home. I'm about to go upstairs, check off. Love you, honey.
And it's a terrible kiss too.
Just,
She's like bites you.
yeah.
And you're like,
All right.
maybe I'll do it later.
Yeah.
After that.
So yeah, good for me. I can't believe you just chose.
But
Lust.
but that's something that
you
I
just
could-
chose
No,
straight
it's not-
lust.
It's not even about the lust. It's that sex is more than lust. Let's be for real.
Hmm?
Sex is more than lust.
Yeah.
Sex is love.
Okay.
No, but that's just something that I can do that I don't really mind doing. I don't like expect.
I mean,
That's not
the
a deal
only
breaker for
the
me in a
only
relationship.
scenario in that it works is if you've already agreed to be the stay-at-home husband, and she's making all the money. But if say you're a car salesman and you're working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, and you come home to squalor, no food, but there's sex.
But what's the difference between
I mean,
I lived at home and I have to do that
She
anyway?
lays in bed all day.
Yeah.
I mean, like, dude, you're just choosing.
Well, you're adding things to this now.
No,
Now she doesn't
I'm
have a
not.
job,
Okay, well, no, I mean,
which was fine, whatever.
dog, I don't know. I think that this is a big David L. I think this is a really big
He's the
L.
L?
I think it's a huge L. I mean, I would like anyone who's listening to this to reach out and express how big of an L this
Dude,
is.
you just have a maid. You just have like a
For free. For free.
I don't know. I feel like
It's one that I love, though.
sex is a bigger part of a relationship than like them being able to cook and clean.
To feed your belly whenever you
That's
need.
not a deal breaker for me if they can't cook.
To feed your belly whenever you need. And it's like these are like gourmet meals as well. Like she's going crazy, bro. Like this is perfect scenario. I don't know. You're just a lover, I guess. I don't know. Whack.
It's not even about like the pleasure of that.
I even think that most women would agree with me on this.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
But they're
It's
the ones having to do. They're the
it's
ones
rare.
in this scenario that are
No,
having to do this task.
this person doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But your person does.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't. But
He cooks great food.
no.
Really good food.
Oh no, I'm not talking about your girlfriend.
Okay. That's
Caroline,
what
I
you
was
were
not talking about. No, but I'm saying like, yeah, a girl who
You're talking about the
a girl
man
who
up.
has great sex. I mean, that doesn't do a goddamn thing. Exists.
Well,
It's
you
like-
never said in the scenario that she just exists. It exists.
I mean, she exists. That's what I'm saying. Like you can go find a girl that does that. Does that. You're not going to be able to find a girl who does everything perfectly.
Well, you're gonna have to be
around
poly.
home.
You're Polly in this.
If I'm poly,
Polly with the porn.
poly pockets.
Polly porn.
Yeah, I'm poly porny
Yeah.
from up the street.
Well,
But let me tell you about my actual. Oh, this actually really made me. Okay,
this is a misfortune.
So guys, I joined a men's softball league
Oh yeah.
team, and I'm really excited for it. So today I hit the field with my buddy Grant, and we practiced for like an hour and a half maybe. We hit balls, caught balls, hit the batting range, all that stuff. Had batting cages. And after we were like, oh, dude, we're getting kind of hungry. Like, we're trying to eat. And I was like, let's give Moe's a chance. I haven't been to Moe's in a long time. Right?
It's bad, dude.
So I walk in, and a huge sign as soon as you walk in next to the menu. What if sirloin steak was your new go-to? Right?
Sirloin steak on.
It's at Moe's. Right?
Ah, that's not real.
Hold on. So it's a huge sign, like, and it looks like it's being, you know how like Chipotle will advertise their new
Yeah.
meats, like
cilantro steak.
yeah, cilantro steak, like, and it's right there, and same deal, like right next. It was on its own separate kiosk, had two panels on it, and I walk up and I was like, oh, I'm gonna try that, and I go up there,
I was like, are you sure?
and I talk to the girl who's making the burrito artist. And I'm like, hey, I want a burrito. And she's like, what's your meat? And I was like, oh, I want to try that sirloin. And she looks at me and she goes,
No.
and I said, what? She was like, we don't have that. And I was like,
It's right there.
oh, so the sign's lying.
You mean the thing that's
The thing that's
plastered
being
in my face right now?
advertised, you don't have? And she was like, yeah, like that's not here. And I was like, then I'll just have steak. And she
And
was
it's the
like,
same one.
She was like, oh, okay. In customer
there.
service, and second, she boned me and Grant on the meat, like,
Oh, like
skimped.
she's like
She was
shaking
just
them
like
out
shaking it
before she
out, and
dumps it
then
in.
yeah, it was really bad. It was really low, and
Yeah.
then me and Grant like both looked at each other like, is this seriously happening? Like this was like, she was like a young, like pretty girl or what. I don't think she's pretty, but like most people would think she's pretty. And dude, her attitude was filthy. Don't go to the Moe's on 41 on Cobb Parkway if
Or
you
any
live
Mo-
around
Don't go to
here.
any Moe's.
Don't go to any Moe's because they're gonna hire disrespectful little shits.
Go to Willie's
Go to Willie's. That's it.
and Chipotle.
Sometimes Chipotle.
Well, Chipotle's better.
But yeah, it actually ruined my day. I actually sat there in
Moe's will
anger.
ruin your day.
In
That's their
anger.
slogan.
And me and Grant just like sat there and looked at each other like the whole meal, like I can't believe that just happened. And how
You're
and my
sadly eating
burrito
it.
was terrible.
Oh yeah,
It was awful.
it's
And it
not
was
good.
$16.
It's lunch
same
food.
thing as fucking
If you go to
Chipotle.
a random high school on Mexican night, it's the same
Moe's.
thing. It's Moe's.
gross, dude.
It's
Yeah, it really pissed me off, honestly.
It might have been good if it was eaten
Not
the year it was made.
yeah. Yeah.
2 years ago
Not
that
her
it was
being
actually
like
cooked.
looking at me like I'm crazy.
Have that. You're so. She's like, what's wrong with you?
Like, and Grant even like walked it through. He was like, as if you're in customer service, like, first off, familiarize yourself with your advertisements.
Yeah.
And second, don't make the customer feel like a crazy person. Like, if you know that you have sirloin steak is your regular steak,
Yeah.
you just be like, okay, yeah, steak.
As if that's not, as if the manager doesn't tell them like, oh, we have this new thing, like tell them about it. Not be like, what is it? We don't have that.
She like looked at me like
You're insane.
I was insane. And I really did want to, I wanted to reach over and like squeeze her little head.
Like in the TV shows where it shows them like doing like something violent and it's in their head the whole time. It's like that.
Yeah.
You're just staring at her.
And I was just like,
hello.
but yeah.
You're like, sorry, I'm just mentally strangling you right now.
Yeah. Excuse me, I was just mentally strangling you.
Anyway, I'll just do this.
Pico de gat, please.
Extra pico? She's like, no. And we're actually out of guac and rice and beans.
Whatever.
So here's your 3 slices of steak in a bowl. Bon appetit. So yeah, that's why you don't go to Moe's. Dude, we got gypped this week too, again, with the Demon Slayer. Dude, also, don't go to Moe's and don't go to the Demon Slayer movie.
Don't go to the Demon Slayer movie.
Quote unquote movie, dude.
It shows the previous 2 episodes of the last season.
The Tengen fight with...
Which doesn't make sense because if you are at the Demon Slayer movie, you've already seen
if you're
the
that
last
big of a
2
fan
episodes
to go opening night to a theater to see of anime, you've already seen multiple times the last
2 episodes.
And the credits.
And it showed that's so lazy.
Dude,
lazy.
I honestly was waiting for like the Crunchyroll like
next sign to pop up.
I was waiting for that because I was like, I know that guy's up there just playing this off of Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
It's like there's no way they did.
We didn't get our refunds.
Oh, they were offering refunds, weren't they?
Yeah. Dang it. Whatever. Oh well. I don't care.
I mean, the show looks great, obviously, but it's just like the first episode of the next season. Then you have to wait another month.
It just showed the first episode of the next season, but then now it bones me because I can't get excited and watch whenever the new season premiere comes out for the next season.
Yeah,
because I've already watched it. I gotta wait the second week.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's just boning us.
Yeah, and it's like,
and that first episode wasn't even.
Nothing happened. Like you just introduced the characters that you're gonna see in the show, and that's it.
Ugh. Yeah, don't go to that movie.
But the next season is gonna be
go
really
watch
good.
Puss in Boots though, right?
Puss in Boots, yeah, it's still in theaters. Definitely watch that. The new Creed's pretty good. And
I need to go watch that actually. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I just saw it last night with my dad. My dad's a big
You didn't
Rocky
tell me
guy.
that.
Yeah, it was. And Michael B. Jordan directed this, I guess, and he's a big Naruto guy.
Yeah.
So he like inspired a lot of some of the fight scenes are inspired like
by anime.
There's a lot of anime references.
That's pretty cool.
It's like Naruto in his room when he's like a high schooler, but like there's also like, you know when Naruto and Sasuke like punch each other at the same time? There's
that
like
happened?
yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's pretty
and
epic. Were they laying there next to each other?
They didn't fall down, but like they were like. It was, there's like some cool fight choreography.
Yeah.
Like probably the coolest like boxing, for boxing's sake, like boxing movies fight choreography is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
There's some similarities to like Obito and Kakashi, like in the final fight.
Damn,
it's pretty.
They just ripped their whole thing, huh?
Yeah.
You also had another experience this weekend that was
oh my god,
quite rancid that I'd love to hear about.
I have a video of it too. I was never planning on showing this to anybody, just filming it for memorabilia. But we're at Marietta Square, if you're familiar. But there's like a candy shop there, and we were gonna do like there's like rancid sodas, like mustard soda and like stuff like that. So we're like we'll pick one
squirt
out.
Plus
yeah
soda,
and we were like we'll get one and like not show each other what it is and see if we can guess what it is, whatever. And we also got the world's hottest gummy bear.
World's hottest hummus.
World's hottest hummus. That'd be terrible. And it's just one little red gummy bear, and it's 9 million.
It's called a Lil Nitro.
Yeah, and it's 9 million Scoville.
That's fucked.
which I was looking it up. Because when I was doing it, I was dying. Spoiler, but I was like, I couldn't do hot ones. Like that's all I was thinking about, as if I'm ever gonna be on the freaking show. It's just in my fantasy of like, I mean, come on, have you not fantasized of being on hot ones?
I have.
Yeah.
And how utterly I would destroy it with no milk
Yeah.
and no water. But I wouldn't.
I mean, honestly,
I'm such a bitch.
no, but I was thinking that. I was like, oh, I couldn't do. But then I looked it up, and like the last dab is like 2 million Scoville.
The last dab is actually 2 million Scoville?
Yeah. Which like, obviously like that's a lot too, but
Yeah.
9 million.
9 million.
And I survived that. Like I could do the show.
Yeah, now
I
you
guess.
can do it.
Now after I
After you put
Suffrage
yourself through
that
the
hard.
ring, yeah.
But I like spicy food, but I've never done like that hot.
Mhm.
And this is like
Well,
way
it's-
worse than the
it's
one
on-
chip challenge.
On hot ones, you have to worry about the bomb. The bomb is the real bad
No, the
one.
bob is less than.
I know,
the-
but everyone knows
Yeah,
that
that's
the
like-
bomb is.
I guess like over time. if
apparently
you're
it feels
adding up-
worse.
Yeah. I guess if you're eating all those wings, it's different than. But
Yeah, it's probably
Dude.
like over 10 million Scoville
yeah,
all
combined.
combined.
Yeah, but it's like not at once.
Yeah.
But dude, like, I don't know what First of all, we left the candy shop and it started raining. Like, and we're like, okay, we need to let's get back to the car.
Did you eat them in the candy shop?
No.
Okay.
We were trying to get to the car and we like cut through this alleyway and it started pouring rain like bad. Like
Mhm.
we were not about to go out in that. And
Yeah.
then so there was like this little like shelter with like you could
Mhm.
sit in. I don't know what building it was. It looked weird, but you'll see it in the video. But we were just under there and like, okay, let's drink our sodas and have our candy now, I guess.
Yeah.
That's and
Good
then
candy.
as it's like pouring rain, and then we had no water or milk. We just had the sodas, and I had the pimple soda, and she had pickle soda. Like
She did
nothing-
you way dirtier than you
and
did her.
mayo Lay's,
Ugh,
rancid.
that's gross.
Like
Those are things you have to dip something else in.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's as if you combined the. Yeah, and it's like if there was like a queso chip would probably be good, but
Yeah.
it's you get the point.
Those also
Yeah.
exist. But
So watch me die real quick.
there's a video of you dying.
Well, yeah, but we cut it short. But
Yeah.
I wish I filmed all of it.
What's up, YouTube? Today, we're gonna be trying the world's hottest gummy bear. We're trapped under this hut
See,
because
like-
it's raining. First up,
Girlfriend
no,
reveal.
together. What? You're gonna see my reaction and not want to do it?
pretty much.
Now you editing it.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Not that bad. Immediately, it's like, oh,
You swallowed? Oh my god. No,
I mean, I knew like
I swallowed it. The worst thing.
I was hiccuping,
Ew.
dude.
Ooh, you guys are both
So many.
Sucks.
It's all a mental thing.
It's a mental game.
Okay.
Dude, I'm gonna die.
Water?
water.
Water.
I'll go get you some water.
At this point, she got real.
You cut it short.
At this point, she like turned it off and she's like, "Okay, I'll get water." Like I was like, I couldn't talk. Like she was laughing, and I'm just like she thought I was
Dude.
serious, but I wasn't mad or
Looks like
anything.
you're in like the Toy Story room.
I know, it was like weird. Like you see, like we're in this hut under this little like where you park a car or something.
That's
I
so
don't know.
funny.
We're just under
Oh
there
my
eating
God.
the world's hottest gummy bear. Like, and
18 million Scoville
dude.
between the two.
it took an hour, at least like an hour and a half to recover from
Dude,
this.
you were foaming at the mouth and
that was
throwing it out.
that was the pimple
Oh, that was the.
soda. I was like, that's the only liquid I had to quench, and it hurt to like drink it. So I
Oh,
was
I'm
just
sure it was
bleh.
so
I was
acidic.
like, it's the worst. Like,
Just
I
trying to siphon the little bit, the 1% of
Yeah.
water in that.
and Caroline went inside this like store, like brewery or something,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like mascara running down her eyes. Like, I need water. Like, we ate something. I need water. And then they're like, oh, we have a barrel over there. Like, just like it looks like frightening. Someone
Yeah.
just comes in there like that. And I don't know. She was doing way better than me, but like,
Took it like a champ.
but our stomachs, dude, after, and she threw up apparently everywhere. And then we went to the Starbucks, and there's only like 2 lockable bathrooms, and I was in the other one, and she's in that one. We're like texting, like I'm dying, right? Like, as opposed to shitting our brains out. People are like knocking like super loud, like on the doors, and I'm just like, I didn't say anything.
Were you naked in there?
I was like, no, just
Dude, I would have to get completely naked in there.
that's what. I don't want to out Caroline. But that's what she did in there.
Dude, I would just be in there.
Dude, yeah, it's so bad.
I'd be giving myself a swirly in the toilet.
Yeah,
Like
I've
just
needed that. It was just like this sharp, searing pain, like in the upper abdomen
in your
area.
stomach.
And
Ugh.
there's no relief, like for hours.
That. What would you compare that to? Like, what would you think that's worse than? Like, you've had your foot run
That's
over.
like definitely one
You've
of
had
the
your foot
worst.
run over before.
Yeah,
But you took that easy.
that wasn't too bad. It hurt in the moment, but
Would you? Okay, so would you rather do?
definitely not
Would
worse
you
than a
rather-
ball hit.
Would you rather do 10 bear crawls down a football field or eat that again?
Bear crawls.
10?
Yeah,
Dun, 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 dun.
yeah.
Then eat that nitro?
Yeah. It's bad because like I can do the bear crawls and I'll be good.
Yeah.
It just sucks in the
And
moment. But
you'd become better.
yeah, I'd be stronger.
Yeah.
Bear
But
crawls do
that
suck.
was actually just bad for you in general.
And you can't like you're just stuck there and it searing pain like in your stomach and your mouth. I mean, I'm glad I did it. It was I was like, oh, I can say that I did it, I guess.
And it's a fun bonding experience, I'm
Yeah, it
sure,
was
with you and your
bonding
girlfriend. Yeah.
experience.
You guys can say that you conquered that together.
Came out different. Yeah, it's not worse than getting hit in the balls. Like I'll eat the night. I guess it depends how
You'd
hard.
rather get hit in the ball, or you'd rather eat the nitro than
Yeah.
getting hit in the ball. Dude, okay, guys.
balls. Is up
Balls
there.
is not bad.
If you get hit hard, dude.
Bro, you guys are tripping.
Have you ever?
I
did-
have been nailed in the balls. And bro, realistically, man, like 20 minutes tops, if that. That's
This was
that's long too. Bro, the balls, yeah, you're gonna go throw
But it's
up
like-
and then it's over.
No, it hurts like lingering. Have you? I was trying to do a kickflip when I was younger, and maybe this was just because I was like
Oh, well,
12.
did you like
Yeah,
credit card
like
it?
credit carded
Ugh.
my ball, and it hurts so bad.
Well, that never happened to me.
Like that was one of the worst things.
I don't put myself in disadvantageous positions like that, but
Honestly, I think it was worse than when I broke my wrist. Because I broke my wrist like playing basketball,
oh,
and then
fraud.
like that.
Did you
hurt.
land on it?
Yeah,
Ooh.
bent.
I'm team never broken a bone. Except
Yeah.
for my pinky toe, which I did
Except for
a couple months ago.
I
But
ruptured.
I have sprained both of my ankles 3
Yeah.
times severely.
Yeah,
And every
those are
time I
bad.
walk, you hear a pop. And
Mm.
every time I can rotate my feet by like any angle and it'll pop.
Oh, yeah.
It's bad. But it feels great whenever I do it.
Dude. And then I broke my
All basketball as well.
yeah.
But-
I broke my. I like tore or not didn't break my ankle, but it was mostly like my foot, the
Mhm.
right side of my foot. Broke that. Don't laugh though.
What'd you do?
So it was like the day before tryouts. Don't laugh.
Okay.
It's traumatic. It was the day before tryouts, and we were just like warming up. It wasn't even like it was like the pre. What's it called? Tryouts like camp thing. All the people that were gonna try out were there
For what?
just to like practice, and like
For
the
what
coach was
sport?
there.
What
Oh,
sport?
basketball,
Oh,
basketball.
okay.
Yeah, and people were just. It was like the layup drill, and I did the layup. I don't even know if I made it, but when I came down, I rolled my ankle and it broke. Don't laugh.
It broke.
I couldn't walk.
What was everyone's reaction?
No one really paid attention to me anyway, so I didn't really. But people definitely like
You
looked
like
at
had
me.
to like army crawl off the side,
My dad carried me out.
just like this.
I was talking about this recently, but I remember in Bible class, 8th grade,
Okay.
we had to give like a testimony, and like I didn't have shit to say. Like
No,
I didn't really. Maybe later in my life,
a
I could.
testimony for what God has done for your
Yeah,
life.
something like that. Or like something like it's just a moment where God spoke to you or something.
Okay.
And I was like, well, you had to, in front of the class, and I was
Mhm.
like, well, I got broke 2 bones back to back playing basketball, so I felt like God was telling me that basketball isn't for me. I said that in front of the whole class.
And what did the teacher say? She's like,
He's like, oh.
no, that is
Everyone clap for
testimony.
David.
No, that is testimony.
And then the other principal's like, my mom and my dad were both addicted to drugs, and they tried to get me to do it, but I didn't, so I ran away. And it's like, nobody said that, but like, an actual story. And I was like, well, I broke my little fingies playing basketball, so
I figure I should just stick to gaming.
So I'm a gamer instead. Anyway, God told me that.
Imagine if, like, and it's so weird because, like, even in our, like, it must have been the generation right after us or the right after the next one of kids who were like, oh, like, imagine us saying whenever we grew up that we wanted to be professional gamers. Like, that wasn't a thing.
No.
Like, it must have just been the generation or two after us.
Just our generation where that was Call of
that
Duty.
age, like, is make or break.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're gonna be a pro gamer or not. Like,
yeah.
which is so weird to me. Like, you have to start at like 7 years old.
Oh yeah, the generation. Well, it's like
Your peak
both,
is from 16 to like 20.
because you're growing up, going into games, knowing what it can be.
Yeah.
But you're also like, everybody else is way better. Like, people are way better at games now than they were when we were gaming.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know?
Yeah. Like the old FaZe clan would
they're
have
just
gotten
terrible now.
destroyed by
Yeah.
the new kids.
Right. Like, the
Which is
gaming is
unthinkable.
so much more evolved now. Yeah.
And I was never good at any of it. So
Yeah. Yeah. Like, but yeah, like going in, like being like 8 years old, the first time you're playing a game and you're already like competing.
weird.
Like, no, I was playing Lego Star Wars when I was 8, not freaking Fortnite cranking 90s or whatever.
I was amazed that the Wii could actually like sense my movement.
I was like, oh my God. And it's literally like, you can just put 2 candles and that'll detect the sensor.
What?
Have you seen that? You can put 2 like candles, but like
With
side by side.
no sensor?
That is the sensor. It's just,
You can do
just
that if
detects,
you
like,
don't have the
infrared
sensor?
or something.
Oh,
I don't
that's
know.
so crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
There's videos of it. Yeah.
That's pretty epic.
Yeah. So I guess it's just, I don't know, some kind of.
Does it work with
sensor.
a Connect?
To the Connect.
Did the
is
Connect?
worst.
Did the Connect sucked?
Real ones know about the Connect.
Such
Oh,
a
I think
failed
sucked.
endeavor.
It came with the Xbox. You didn't even.
Yeah, you didn't want it.
Yeah. It used to be like a $150 attachment.
Yeah,
But then like, let's just put it in the box.
put it in there.
Just whatever.
And then their like hit game was like whenever you were in a bubble and you were just like,
Yeah. And it's like, oh, you're on a
"Whoa."
wood, like a wood thing going down a
Raft.
river. And it's like, whoa, I'm going left and right.
Oh my god.
Oh, and I could just do this with my thumb instead.
Yeah.
And more accurately. Oh. Yeah,
But
that was our week.
David had a valiant moment this week.
What did it do?
David got payback for me. We went to a bar called the Battle and Brew.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a video game bar. It's
Gaming.
epic. It's really cool. Like, you just rent out a couch and like they've got like every
it's pretty
system
cool.
and you can just play any game you want for like $20
And
an
there's
hour.
drinks. There's like,
Yes. Drinks come out in little potions.
yeah, it's like potions or like
health
Rainbow
pots
Road.
and mana pots and stuff.
Yeah.
And this guy came over the loudspeaker and he was like, "All right, guys, anyone who can beat Josh, our employee in Super Smash Brothers, will get a free meal."
And we're just like,
We immediately got up.
yeah. Dude, we got to try that.
And I was the first one that got called.
Yeah.
And
like,
I fumbled the bag.
And this was when
really
everyone was
hard.
watching. Nobody was watching.
No one
when
was
I
watching when
playing.
you did it. Everyone in the
It's
whole
like
place
everybody,
was watching.
Yeah.
And I know I could have beat him. Like,
Yeah,
he was not good, but I haven't played in a long time. And I'm not that great, but I'm better than him. But I lost on the last time. I actually suicided one stock.
You did,
but,
yeah. Sweet.
Annoying. But then David gets his name called.
I had to avenge.
And I knew that David was going to absolutely destroy this guy.
He asked me, he's like, "Are you good?" And I'm like,
Yeah, David
whatever.
previously being unofficially the number 11 player in Georgia, which I'll die on.
Gabe he'll just like introduce me to somebody that I don't know at all. And he'd be like, "David was actually on number 11 in Georgia." Like, and I'm just like, "Oh Like, as if
He
that's
just
like
goes
my
with it.
only identity.
Yeah.
Is just being that at one point, which isn't even that like great comparatively.
But
It was yeah.
But yeah, David destroyed him and gained my honor back. And then the guy, he was a really good sport about it. But
Yeah,
he got up and he was like, "Are you satisfied now, Gabe?" He's like, "You got your friend in here to beat me."
It's like my friends. You told him he's like my friend's gonna be
I
here.
was like, "You don't want to wake him up.
You should probably let me win before he
He's
comes here.
coming."
I
It's
would
like
do that.
Split.
Yeah. It was like I got a $20 gift card.
But
I just
David got a
used.
$20 gift card, and the guy was really epic. And he talked to us after, and he told us the next time we come back, just remind of us of who we are,
Yeah.
and he's gonna let us game for
Remember,
free.
like I show him the screenshot of me beating him in there. Remember
Yeah.
this?
He's gonna let us game for free, but the thing, whenever people give us stuff for free,
That doesn't go well, dude. It never goes well. There's always a catch.
there's always a catch. It's
Oh, man.
God forbid we want to play Cooking Mama, just me and David,
Yeah, and
because
he's
we're
like,
probably
"Oh,
gonna
you guys
have to.
playing? Oh, you're gonna teach me how to play Smash, right?"
Yeah, it's really just gonna be an unpaid
Yeah.
lesson, like.
I'm like, I'm so
But he's nice, and
Yeah,
we would
yeah.
probably play Smash anyway if it was just you
Yeah,
and
yeah.
us.
So
So,
might
I
as
mean, yeah, might as well. And then I can get my run back with him. After I left, I like pulled him to the side and I was like, "You know me, and you have unfinished business." And he was like, "Yep."
yeah. And he's like,
Yeah, he cracks like 8 knuckles. He said,
puts his headphones on.
"Bring
like,
it."
Dude, like it's never fun though. Like I was like, oh yeah, I get to win and get a free gift card, but then it's like you just destroy people's spirits every time. Like,
Well, you do.
dude, like I've
yeah.
had.
It would have been
people,
way
like,
better
quit.
if I had just beat him and you didn't have to
Yeah.
go through that gauntlet of just
Like even at
absolutely
tournaments, like,
emaciating him.
yeah, I don't know, just like people that are there competing in the game, and like I'm playing with them just for fun, and they just quit and rage quit.
Yeah, it's
Like,
not
dude,
cool.
I don't want to do that. I
Yeah.
want to play and have fun,
It's just, but your fault. But the thing is like,
but I don't want to lose you.
no, you don't want to lose. But with you, it's you play like you going soft is not really going soft. It's you
I'm just like,
taking the
looking for-
knowledge that you already have, which is very high of the game, and putting it into a character that you don't know very well, but you still
Yeah,
understand
I
the
know.
game better than everybody. So it comes off as you're like, "Oh wow, this guy's an amazing Jigglypuff player for no reason."
I just have way too many hours in that game.
Yeah,
that I
it's
just,
actually really
I have
embarrassing.
so many like scenarios. I've seen every scenario that could happen with like every character. So I'm
fucked.
just like, okay, like you're
Oh,
bound
this
to
is
do
what you
this
do.
thing that this other people do all the time. So it's just like,
Rancid.
I guess that's anything.
You want me to let me drop some knowledge on you right here. Right
Yeah.
here.
So we're gonna get into new segment, something that you guys probably don't know about.
Okay. Have you ever heard of the Las Vegas mole people?
I did recently when you told me about it. I've never did before though. Before that,
Okay.
this is crazy.
If the viewers don't know anything about it, so the Las Vegas mole people are homeless people who live in the currently 500 miles of unmapped sewer
Yeah.
system in underneath the hotels in Las Vegas.
There's like a whole society under there and everything.
Bro, there is a society. There is a king. He goes by the name of Captain in
Yeah.
in just one of the sectors.
Right.
I'm sure others go by king and whatnot.
There's layers.
But there's people who live down there who were born down there who have never seen the light of day,
Yeah.
and which is
That's so. Think about that.
But there's actual like the wall. It's in the storm system. It's in the storm drainage
Yeah.
system. So
water goes through there.
water goes through there, and
Just
the
washes
walls
away.
don't get cleaned. So
Yeah.
you can't like touch the walls for too long, or else like a flesh-eating illness that no one knows about.
Scurvy?
It's literal scurvy. Will eat your skin off your hand.
Everyone just looks like Davy Jones down there.
Yeah,
Like-
it's literally David Jones' locker. But there's a prison system.
what even isn't that? Are you in prison?
They
already?
have their own laws, and it's rumored that once you go down far enough, they have their own languages.
what? What even would that be?
We're just being racist right now, but
Yes.
but to the mole people. But
To moles.
so basically what royalty is like down there is you have like because most of it gets ranced through by the water 2 times a year through the rain. But I believe that the royal family down there, the people who like make everything run, I think that they live in like a sector that doesn't exactly get touched by the water. So like whenever everyone else gets cleared
everybody else
out,
gets washed away. And they're like,
yes, but they're good. They're good, and they probably have like freshly thrown out mattresses from all the luxurious hotels right above them.
Well, don't they have like connections to people that scavenge stuff for
So
them?
apparently, yeah. So like some people know the employees out there, and like if
The casinos
like the ones
throw out food and
the
stuff.
casinos have buffets in the morning, and like always constantly hundreds of millions of dollars worth of food being pumped into the hotels, and so basically, like if it's one of the good hotel members with a good heart, like they'll keep the stuff in a special bag, and they'll put it like on the edge of the dumpster, and then they'll make like a signal down to the people below to go and scavenge. And that's what like the royalty down there will eat.
Right.
And the people, if you look this up, like you're just going to get a lot of the people who just enter the storm drain, and they see the people who live at the entrances.
Yeah, those are just
and
like
those
basically
people,
just normal homeless
I
people.
mean, they're basically just normal homeless people, and they have hearts and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
They-
they're just down on their luck. It's just people who are addicted to gambling or drugs,
Yeah.
like just live down there. But it's once you get a couple of miles in,
couple of miles
in
Yeah.
is when shit really hits the fan. And I want to go down,
Gabe wants to take these guys
and I
down.
want to map it out. And if they're living sweet enough down there, like I might want to inhabit. Like if I just go down there with a team and by force clear it out, or at least clear a sector out that I can have loyal zealots in.
Yeah, you could be the new captain.
I could be the new captain, and I would definitely be called captain.
I'd be sure of that.
I'd be sure of that, and I would also wear a name tag that said captain, and I would have
I'd
a
wear the
captain's
captain
hat.
So what kind of weapons do you think they got? Oh,
So I'll send you a picture this time, and this one guy at the entrance has an actual sword. Like he's just sitting there and he pulls it out and he shows people. But most people have like kitchen knives and just
So
prison
just-
shanks.
like sharp stuff.
Sharp stuff, yeah. So the main thing that you got to worry about down there is getting shanked,
Yeah.
and also the darkness,
Their
because
guns.
their eyes are so used to
Oh
living
yeah,
in the
it's
dark.
Like
You're
you can't
going into
see.
their domain, right?
Dude. So you just need night vision goggles and chainmail, and you're
You need
good.
night vision goggles, chainmail,
and you're
and
destroying.
and strobe flashlights, like
Yeah.
all around.
Blind-
you.
yeah.
Like, imagine if I walked
Oh,
down there
yeah.
and like those sticky lights. This like it's like a light that you just press,
I think so.
but it'll stick. It's like on a little button.
Yeah.
If I just like attached those all to me on my chainmail and like had them all strobing, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
went down there, I could just
Oh, you'd
probably
be
walk
invincible.
through them, like
Yeah.
and not even have to,
Yeah.
I know, by force do anything. But like I could literally just walk through there and be like, I am light man.
Yeah.
Give me the freshest food.
Yeah. They're like, you're a god.
I'll just be a god
They're like he can't
until
see
I
us,
run out
can
of
he?
batteries.
And I'm like, oh yeah.
If I run
Yeah.
out of batteries, I'm
Well,
gonna be eaten
like
alive.
professional night vision goggles are like last you
Oh yeah, no,
long
I'll be
time.
good. I'll be able to see
long enough to
what's around me.
siege them.
Yeah. I love how I think it just must be the white man in me that like I see like a lawless area and I'm like,
I want to be the owner of that.
I want to go and own that stuff.
Well, like, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could like get a small army and mow them all down.
Yeah.
If that's like was your
But
intention.
these people don't deserve to die.
But you just want to be the new ruler.
I just want to be the king.
yeah.
And it's hard to be the king stuff up here.
Yeah. So
You gotta obey tax stuff up here.
but in a
Taxes
lawless
down there.
land,
Come and
I
get
could
me.
be good. So we're gonna film a documentary with a small team.
I do really want to go and document the mole people.
Yeah. There's not,
which would be epic. And I already do. Honestly, guys, I already do have a team.
we do have
But
someone
if any
for
epic
each.
listeners want to come,
Yeah, if you want a siege.
we're probably going. I mean, I want to say within the next 2 years we could do this. If I allocate like the enough time to it.
We need we need funding for the goggles,
Yeah.
the chainmail.
Realistically, what we would be doing is going down there and just documenting all of it. We're not going on a siege yet,
Well, it'll
unless I make an enemy down there.
well you're gonna.
I probably will. I'm good at making enemies, I guess. So, but if I go down there and I find a fit enough rival and he's in charge, like, you guys are gonna have to saddle back up.
You're like, okay, I can take this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
I'll
know
be
his
the
weaknesses.
cameraman.
David has to be the cameraman.
We got the technology guy. You could probably like rig up, like,
We got a guy in the truck,
yeah. Well, there's always a guy in the truck
mm-hmm.
who like is sleeping, but then wakes up and is on
and
the
I'm
computer.
like Invictus. What's my six looking like?
Check off. Get up.
Yeah.
Wake up.
And he's like, oh, and then
Slowly, Captain.
Yeah.
Star Trek.
But there's nothing to hack into down there. I don't
Yeah,
think.
there's no hacking. Like, what are you gonna hack into? They're fucking.
But realistically, like, who
Radios.
knows what's really down there?
There's
Like,
probably
an entire world.
mutanoids.
Yeah.
Man,
Isn't that pretty epic though?
we're too busy exploring space. We need to explore the sewage.
We need to explore the. We need to explore the sewages. And we need to explore the ocean because
Yeah.
apparently that's where 80% of alien life form or alien activity occurs. Yep, but they don't want to talk about it.
What if there's like you go so there's like a portal in the ocean that goes straight into space? That sounded
You're
way
like-
cooler in my head.
and it's really like we found it and then it just sucks us in.
It's like, whoa.
We just die.
Yeah. Oh man.
I also have some more
We're gonna
Facebook dating stuff.
We're gonna close
if you
this
want.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Close this off with
We'll
some
close this
Facebook
off.
dating.
Yeah.
You got some
I fished today. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 12 profiles that I can read off to you. All with screenshots. Actually, I have like 15.
let's just run them all down, yeah.
Everyone knows your kids are your world. Stop headlining it on your profile, SMH. I love to talk shit. Super sarcastic, hella nerdy. Yes, I'm fat, but I'm working on it.
It's always got to talk about your the things wrong with you.
I work a
Not that
lot.
it's wrong, but
I work a lot, period. Traveling, period. No kids.
Period.
Nap dates are a thing. Tattoos, period. Submissive, period.
breedable.
Anime, period. Horror movies. Marijuana friendly, beer friendly, road trip friendly. And then the last one, this is the kicker. I have a tiny dick tattoo.
What? Why would you?
She's
How does-
30.
Oh, nice. I just don't get why you would say so many things.
I don't know. This one says, talk to me nice. Anime, ganja, and music are my top 3 loves. I'm also in school to be a coral reef biologist.
For what's
Coral
left
reef?
of it. Yeah.
Like what a specialty.
So I need money. Part of me is starting to think that some of this is you because you clearly have like anime and video games as like your interest.
Chill.
So maybe that's just attracting
Chill out on me, bro.
some of that.
This one says, I'm smart, talented, down to earth, and funny. That's it.
No joke.
Talented. What do you mean you're talented? Quit saying talented, guys. Like,
I have talents and
oh, you're talented?
yeah.
At what? Playing the harmonica?
No, I have talents. That's what I'm saying.
This one says, 22 with no kids. Bye. Smart mouth, devil emoji. Don't swipe left. Don't swipe. Don't swipe if you just want to fuck.
I'm looking for something.
I'm cool as fuck and clearly blunt as fuck. And then this emoji. Don't be on this whole dry texting. Might get your ass left on scene. FaceTime buddy? Question mark. Love kids. Bet you won't make the cut. Caution with the caution signs.
Got standards.
Big toxic.
Okay. Couldn't have guessed that one.
Rancid. And this one says Capricorn, rod wave obsessed for real.
Ew.
Heart of gold. And then I want to show you this. The
Just a
profile
blunt?
picture is just a picture of her blunt. And then this is a picture of
And
her
then
at a
her-
Rod Wave concert.
Front seat, row seats.
And then
Rod Wave.
this is the other picture. Capricorn season. And then 2 pictures of her new Air Force Ones.
Ew, that's like used new.
Yeah. And to me,
Check.
these holes don't look right.
Oh, those are fake as fuck. Those aren't
These
real.
are not Air Force Ones.
Dude, that's just somebody stabbing holes in a shoe.
That's actually really bad.
There's always like the Air Force, the AF.
They're covered. Yeah, they're actually covered.
It's fake. Fake Air Force Ones? They're like
Fake,
$70, $80.
Don't know.
That's hilarious.
Um,
Capricorn.
let me
That's
see.
typical Capricorn
Typical Capricorn.
doing that.
Okay, this one is pretty funny. What are you doing? Blocked. Versus reservations at 8, and then
Oh, like
And then
WID.
these
block.
emojis, then the heart the nails
the
down
ratchet
emoji. I want to see you. Versus I made plans for us. Hard eyes.
It's like
clapping.
telling you what to do.
Yeah. Come to my house. No.
Block.
Stranger danger. Versus meet me at an open location.
Meet me at a neutral zone.
Hope I just helped some gentlemen and ladies out. That's her entire bio.
You just copy and paste that exactly with the emoji. You're like, huh?
What do you think?
What do you think of that?
You want to date me now?
And she's like, thumbs up emoji.
Okay. Just a little bit about myself. I'm a mother of 2, and their dad is very much involved. Tattoos, piercings, and wild hair colors. If you're trying to have a serious relationship, please know I have BPD, PTSD, depression, and anxiety. So please do your research and feel free to ask any questions.
It's like, I live with my ex-husband still, and I'm severely depressed and clinically ill.
I currently work 2 jobs as well.
Come on.
This-
Dating, the Facebook dating pool in a nutshell.
It's bad. This one says, if you don't text me first, you might as well not. You might as well not even like me. Sassy, rude, drink, and smoke. Just bad things about you. Like
yeah, like,
how is that?
You're trying to
good?
think of things that you enjoy, and it's just
Oh,
all
I'm
the
sassy,
iniquities.
rude, and I have a drinking problem, and I'm also addicted to smoking.
So if you guys want to date me, go ahead.
Try your best.
If you can make the cut.
Okay, you ready for this? I'm short, goofy, cuss too much, love Mexican food, sometimes loud, dark sense of humor sometimes. No kids. I love cuddling up and watching movies. I like fishing. I don't have to touch the worm or the fish.
What? Oh,
So you don't like
so
fishing.
you don't like fishing?
I would love to go hunting. I got my license, but no one wants to take me. If you get
Yankee.
mad about a girl being able to outshoot you, then you probably
Ew.
shouldn't message me. Also, going through a divorce.
No.
That
Like
was
going through a divorce, like you're still with the
that
person.
was my Facebook lucky pick.
32. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Going through, like, you're either divorced or you're not. You're kidding. Like, what is,
You're going through
like, if you
life.
could go to court with me, that would be great. First date. If you could help me fight for custody.
If you could be my attorney,
Yeah,
that'd
if you
really
could,
help me out.
be a witness for me, that'd be great.
Just looking for character witnesses.
Just be upfront.
This one says, this is T. Floyd. Their name's T. Floyd.
T. Floyd?
To Floyd.
Is that like a rap name?
No. But she said, people be sexually attracted to you, not interested in you. And I just think that's so funny because this is her profile picture. Pretty new to this, so just testing the water. I'm a full-time graduate student at the moment. My dog is
Okay.
my entire personality.
Okay, it's not too bad yet.
And finally,
Oh God.
I am a wheelchair user, but I'm very independent and have a dark humor about it. Don't say you're a wheelchair
Just
user.
let us see that when we get there.
Don't say you're a wheelchair user. Say like it's like, oh, I'm an ice bender. Like, you know, like you can't be like, like that's fucked. Just say you're in a wheelchair.
User.
Not. I mean, yeah, I guess I am too.
Yeah. Looking for a wheelchair pusher.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Who trying to push me, bro? Get over here and push me.
Man.
This one says, "Mama to Sawyer Anthony Jace. He'll be here in July."
What?
Yeah,
Oh, the kid's coming?
yeah, in July. Also, I don't text first. Add me on Snap at Sawyer's Mama 23.
Oh, what?
FaceTime buddies?
With the Sawyer or you?
Ooh.
Not so bad.
I think this is my favorite one. Okay, actually, no, this is not. This is my second favorite one. No.
Okay.
Please don't text me if you can't hold a conversation. And if you thinking we finna hook up or link again, this is not a sperm clinic. This is not a sperm clinic.
Sperm clinic?
You want a nut? I suggest you go there.
Oh my God. Talking about comparing yourself to a sperm clinic? Oh man. Thank you guys. Make sure you please counter our hater on Apple Podcasts. Please help us fix the 1 stars he's given us, the days, whatever. We need to counter that guy.
Yeah, we need to counter that guy hard.
Let us know what you guys think of the new stew.
Yeah, let us know. We got a new Spider-Man poster, and then we got a Kill Bill poster right here. New chairs, new table, Wolverine poster, Sonic poster,
All this
and
stuff
Old
you need.
Faithful.
So you guys know the drill. New episodes every Monday at 5 a.m. And you know we staying lit, and you know we staying epic, yeah.
And we know, and you know that we gonna hit.
And you know we got that flow, yeah.
And you know that we
on
them
that go.
jits.
And you know we too legit, yeah.
And you know I ain't got a vaccine for my ticks.
Oh yeah, I'm unvaccinated, yeah.
Unequivocally and traxinated.
Yeah.
We love you.
Yeah,
We're cutting a
we
lot
love
of
you
this
guys.
out, but
And,
good night.
we appreciate you, and we'll see you next week.